Please silence your electronic devices. Good morning, and welcome to the Mathies Non-Commissioned Officer Academy graduation ceremony for Class 18-4. I am Technical Sergeant Christina Steyer, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies for today's celebration. At this time, we ask that you please stand for the playing of the National Anthem and the delivery of the invocation.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All you hearts, let's invite the presence of God in this place. God of all ages, source of all wisdom and learning, we thank you for this graduation ceremony that brings us closer together as graduates, families, friends, and instructors. Every graduation is a crossroad where we pause to reflect on past achievements and consider the challenges and opportunities of the future. You have given us a time and purpose in all things, a time to begin and a time to close, a time to put down roots and a time to move on, a time to learn and a time to apply learning with experience to bring meaning, dignity, and purpose to life. We rejoice with these graduates on this special day of achievements and celebration. Graduation is a milestone that opens new doors to new opportunities and new expectations. Bless these graduates as they return home to their duty stations. And dear God, keep us aware all our now dependence on you, and motivate us to use wisely and effectively the talents which we are entrusted. Be within us to strengthen us, without to keep us, above to protect us, beneath to uphold us, before to direct us, behind to keep us from straying, and around about to defend us. Guide us in your ways and in our efforts to establish peace in the world. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Please be seated. Thank you, Technical Sergeants Bonner, Crowder, Spots, and Quinn for the amazing rendition of the National Anthem, and Chaplain Westfall for the invocation. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the table in front of the room. We ask that you remain seated during this portion of the ceremony. Today, we pay tribute to our Army, Marines, Navy, Air Force, and Coast Guard comrades participating in the ongoing campaigns against terrorism. Some of these warriors have sustained wounds which are a constant reminder of their defense of our nation, while others have made the ultimate sacrifice so that we can remain, in one word, free. We also acknowledge our military heritage by saluting those prisoners of war and those missing in action from our nation's earlier conflicts. We offer this tribute as a sign that we have not forgotten their sacrifice and as a renewal of the oath each of us has taken to defend freedom. On behalf of the Commandant of the Mathies Non-Commissioned Officer Academy, Chief Master Sergeant Rodney Deese, we would like to extend a warm welcome to all commanders, chiefs, first sergeants, supervisors, family, and friends who have joined us in celebrating the accomplishments of our graduates. We would now like to acknowledge our award sponsors here with us today. Representing the Chiefs Group, which sponsors the John L. Levitt Award, is Chief Master Sergeant David Pizzuto. Representing the First Sergeant Council, which sponsors the Academic Achievement Award, is Master Sergeant Sharita Williams. Representing the Air Force Sergeants Association, Magnolia Chapter 652, which sponsors the Commandant's Award, is Technical Sergeant Zachary Bartlett. Representing USAA Military Affairs, which sponsors our Distinguished Graduate Award, is Chief Master Sergeant Retired Craig Howard. To our graduates' family members, though many cannot attend today's ceremony, we extend a special recognition to you. Your sacrifices at home allowed our students to focus on preparing for greater responsibilities in our Air Force. Family members, please stand and be recognized. The Mathies Non-Commissioned Officer Academy has a rich history. Our lineage began in 1982 at Royal Air Force Upwood in the United Kingdom. Here, 6,776 NCOs were educated over 12 years before its mission ended. In 1995, our facility was named Mathies Hall, where we now educate 760 students per year. These changes span both time and distance, but one thing remained: the name and legacy of a great airman, Archibald Mathies. Today, our mission remains true to his memory, and we strive to train, motivate, and inspire the airmen that tread our hallways. This morning, 103 energized non-commissioned officers, through their intermediate leadership experience, are more prepared than ever to raise the bar as enlisted air power leaders for America. Will the graduates please stand? Graduates, please be seated. Every airman has a story. Each individual has a specific reason for why they joined the Air Force and why they continue to serve. We wanted to give our students an opportunity to share their personal story. Students were asked to provide a 2-page essay describing why they served. The essays were vetted through the Mathies staff for final selection, and that NCO was given the chance to serve as today's guest speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, from Offutt Air Force Base, representing Thunderbolt Flight, Technical Sergeant Trevor Crowder.
Morning. Thank you, Mathies Academy, faculty, honored guests, and students. Thank you, Team Thunderbolt, for encouraging me to write something about why I serve. I haven't really put it all together quite like this. Class 18-4, I hope that you find something that honors your own service and honors the Air Force in what I have to say. People take the oath of enlistment for different reasons. I don't believe any one reason is better than another. For some, it was school, or to get out of a harmful situation, or maybe simply just to honor their grandparents. For me, It was purely for love of country. I felt a certain way about America, and the only way I thought I could truly express it was having the privilege of being able to put on a pair of boots and work for the land I loved. In 2004, I was 22 years old. I remember looking at the Iwo Jima monument in Washington, D.C., just in awe of that famous statue from that famous photo. And I thought to myself, I wish I could have done something like that. Not have a heroic moment on a distant mountaintop for victory, nothing like that, but just a chance to serve. I had ruled out at that time any possibility I had of being able to put on a uniform or do what was required. At that time, to give you an idea of how far off this was, if I were to look at myself now, addressing you, I would have thought, Mom, they drafted me. But in 2006, I started to feel the call. I was in no shape to even be considered a candidate for service. I was 210 pounds, on depressant medication, a liberal arts degree, no concept of an exercise or discipline. I told God that I didn't care what I was going to do in this military, but just to give me a chance. Please, God, let me serve. And over the course of 14 months, I quit my medication, I hired a personal trainer, and even joined Weight Watchers. I counted my points all the way to MEPS. and finally, in April of 2008, I weighed in at MEPS at 166 pounds. Some faculty here would say I was now good to go. I remember the first time being ABUs at Lackland Air Force Base. I had no ring, I had no name tapes, and retreat caught us all by surprise. Retreat caught us all by surprise is I view off in the distance the first time I ever got to salute the flag. And I'm sure I looked something awful. The T guy thought I looked awful, came over, got right in my face, and was ready to tear into me. But she was taken back. I had tears coming down my cheeks as I focused on that flag glory for the day. I thank God for that moment. But great times have followed these last 10 years, also some hard ones. I've survived deployments and toxic leadership. I still love my country, but I felt that at times, putting on the uniform and those boots just wasn't enough. I became spoiled. Why did the MPF mess up my bonus paperwork? Where's my deployment medal? Where's those orders? In other words, where's mine? This way of thinking is like an infection, and I bought into it. I started buying into the lie that I wasn't getting enough. But the truth was, I was having it already. I focused on myself and what I wasn't getting, not what the Air Force was continuing to provide for me. Very different from the young basic training who saluted the flag with tears in his cheek. During this time in my life when I felt that the Air Force wasn't giving to me, I felt it was taking from me personally, taking from me professionally. In June 2014, my son was born with a lung disease called cystic fibrosis. For the first year of his life, he was at the doctor every month, seeing specialists, getting treatment. The bill would come in monthly from the children's hospital, and my wife would leave it on the table. She'd say, "You need to open that." Not that we were scared of bills, but what it had in it. I'd open this up every month, and it said amount charged, $935 monthly. Amount billed to insurance, $935. And the amount you owe, $0. What an incredible organization that I joined. Even today, he is in a pre-op appointment for surgery for next week. I thank God that we don't have to go through the checkbook and go, maybe he can just wait till summer. Can you wait till the fall? No. The Air Force, what I serve, is giving me and my family life-sustaining treatment. It's been such a great honor to meet other parents here at NCOA. Dads that have children with special needs, that work just as hard as I do for the mission, but yet know the disappointment of diagnosis and missed appointments because the mission came first. This has given me great encouragement. The Air Force has given me so much. I wanted to serve and it let me. Yet it provided so much more. I credit the Air Force with providing my home. I credit the Air Force with helping me bring home my second son, this time in adoption from China last October. And I thank the Air Force for the means to do all this, only because, just because, I said I do solemnly swear. I'm humble and grateful to do what I'm doing, and whatever that might be in this Air Force, whatever it asks of me. I encourage you today to find your grounding point. Grounding point is a point in your life that will put perspective in your current situation. For me, it was December 2006. Being in my apartment, being the way that I was that I described to you, doing 8 push-ups to muscle failure and sweat and dreaming of what it would be like someday. Put on a pair of boots, put on a uniform, and go to work for my country. Thank you.
Sergeant Crowder, thank you for your inspirational words and dedicated service to our nation. Over the past 25 academic days, our graduates have successfully completed the Air Force's Intermediate Leadership Experience. Modeled after today's contemporary leadership development strategies, this dynamic learning environment empowers our non-commissioned officers to explore leadership concepts and principles they encounter while accomplishing their Phase 2 distance learning course. As students struggle to come to terms with their own strengths and weaknesses, their leadership abilities were put to the test. Their resiliency was tested while enduring a bombardment of individual and group assignments. Feedback is a critical element of our course. Each student was provided the opportunity to give and receive feedback to their peers and instructors. We trust our students will walk away from this experience having received world-class leadership training and prepared to tackle the myriad of issues facing our Air Force. Today, we are proud of each student for having met all graduation requirements. However, some have further distinguished themselves and are deserving of special recognition. Family and friends, feel free to come forward to take pictures of your award winners. Our first award is the Academic Achievement Award. This award denotes excellence as a scholar and is presented to the student who achieved the highest academic average for the class. This award will be presented by Mathies NCOA Academy Director of Resources, Master Sergeant Daryl Chapman, and Master Sergeant Sharita Williams. The Academic Achievement Award winner for the Mathies Non-Commissioned Officer Academy Class 18-4 is, from Joint Base Anacostia Bowling, Technical Sergeant Anna Kane. Thank you, Sergeant Chapman and Sergeant Williams, and congratulations, Sergeant Kane. Our next award is the Commandant's Award, given to the student who's made the most significant contributions to the overall success of the class. Their leadership was considered from specific behaviors that their peers and instructor rated on. The students with the highest ratings met a board before the final selection is made. Before we announce the winner, we would like to introduce all our nominees. Nominees, when your name is called, please stand and remain standing. From Grand Forks Air Force Base, Technical Sergeant Nicholas Beardsman. From Joint Base Anacostia Bowling, Technical Sergeant Anna Kane. From Keesler Air Force Base, Technical Sergeant Anthony Horton. From Offutt Air Force Base, Technical Sergeant Donald Mitter. From Minot Air Force Base, Technical Sergeant Alexander Morley. From Travis Air Force Base, Technical Sergeant Blakely Murdoch. From Minot Air Force Base, Technical Sergeant James Puckett. From Grand Forks Air Force Base, Technical Sergeant Travis Stanford. From Keesler Air Force Base, Technical Sergeant Jonathan Tell. Ladies and gentlemen, your Commandant Award nominees. Thank you 18-4 is from Minot Air Force Base, Technical Sergeant Alexander Morley. Thank you, Sergeant Bartley, and congratulations, Sergeant Morley. Next are Distinguished Graduate Award winners. Winners are selected based on their leadership and academic performance. They represent the top 10% of the class. Chief Howell, please join Chief Tees on stage to present the awards. The Distinguished Graduate Award winners for Class 18-4 are from Grand Forks Air Force Base, Technical Sergeant Nicholas Biersner. From Joint Base Anacostia Bowling, Technical Sergeant Anna Kane.
You got time to clap on this side.
From Keesler Air Force Base, Technical Sergeant Anthony Horton.
That's my suit. Who protects this house? We protect this house.
From Offutt Air Force Base, Technical Sergeant Donald Minner. From Minot Air Force Base, Technical Sergeant Alexander Morley. From Travis Air Force Base, Technical Sergeant Blakely Murdoch. From Travis Air Force Base, Technical Sergeant Connor Olney. From Minot Air Force Base, Technical Sergeant James Puckett. From Keesler Air Force Base, Technical Sergeant Jonathan Talley.
Who protects this house? We protect this house.
Thank you, Chief Howell, and congratulations, distinguished graduates. named after Airman First Class John L. Levittow, who was the first Air Force enlisted member to receive the Congressional Medal of Honor. This award denotes excellence as a leader and a scholar and is the highest honor a graduate can earn. This is our most distinguished graduate. Chief Pizzuto, please join Chief Teese on stage to present the award. The recipient of the John L. Levittow Award for Class 18-4 is, from Grand Forks Air Force Base, Technical Sergeant Travis Sanford.
That's my boy.
Thank you, Chief Teese and Chief Pizzuto. Sergeant Sanford, the floor is yours.
Wow. Thanks again to 18-4. Can we give them one more round of applause, please? Similar to Sergeant Crowder, I had to change my attitude. It was about me, what everybody did belongs to me. Chief D's did an awesome job of telling us to step up and to change our attitude. So for me, it was about resilience. So the one thing I want to leave you guys with is you can't change what's happening to you. Challenge yourself to change the way you respond to what's happening. And great things will happen. It's you who's on you who have to be great. Thank you.
Thank you, Sergeant Sanford, and again, congratulations. At this time, I would like to ask Master Sergeant Austin Schibler to come forward to tell us about their class community involvement and present the legacy gift.
Morning. In addition to successfully completing our challenging academic requirements, we met the expectations of supporting the base and the local Gulf Coast community. Our class, 18-4, dedicated time and effort supporting off-base organizations such as the Harrison County Foster Care System, which helped provide toiletry items to support the area's struggling foster families. We served as judges for the JROTC drill competition, assisting with qualifying more than 140 competitors from 8 high schools for state-level competition. Additionally, we devoted 40 hours cleaning up 1,000 pieces of trash from the Lexi Beach Bethel Mountain Bike Trail, as well as boosted morale for 10 veterans playing bingo at the Armed Forces Retirement Home. Next, our class provided customer service to 2,000 members at Northwood Church. We provided assistance to 30 bowlers with the Special Needs Bowlers Program. We devoted 280 hours of customer service and logistical support during the Gulf Coast Rapid Scan Systems Classic. Additionally, we provided manning and traffic support during the Bluegrass and Southern Mississippi Jazz Festivals. Finally, we turned our attention to Keesler's Own Airmen by supporting and organizing 2,000 clothing and household items at the Airmen's Attic. We participated in a local fundraiser which proceeds help support the 5-6 Club. We are proud to say that in total, our class volunteered 635 hours across the Gulf Coast in a short 5-week time frame. Please round of applause for Class 18. At this time, we would like to present the Mathies NCOA Academy with a token of our appreciation. Sorry, Deloach. Grab this gift, please. Our own Technical Sergeant Deloach from Mustang Flight handmade this shadow box to represent our time at the Academy. Inside, you will see the 9 flight photos, 3 coins representing the Air Force, the core values, and the enlisted force. Along the inside walls are inscribed the names of all the students of Class 18-4. This will proudly be displayed on the wall in the student lounge. Please give a round of applause for Sergeant Deloach's hard work. Chief, if I could get you up here. In addition, in keeping with the Commandant's commitment to the host wing for this year, Class 18-4 was charged with coming up with a legacy project for the Hayden Community Room of the Permanent Party Airmen's dorms. After much deliberation and many great ideas, we unfortunately could not reach a consensus on what would be the best project for the airmen. Then, someone suggested an idea. Why decide for them when we could give the money we had raised for the project to the Airmen's Council and let them decide how to best apply the money to the Haven? So we did. And all in all, Class 18-4 raised $500 for the Haven. We've commemorated this gift in a plaque that will hang on the wall as well. Technical Sergeant Talley, will you please present the plaque to the representatives from the Airmen's Council?
Mathies NCOA, plaque to put up a Haven,
But that's not all. Our own Staff Sergeant Langdon from Thunderbolt Flight and his father TJ handmade this cornhole set for the Haven as well.
I'm Erin Hogan. I'm the president of the Airmen's Council, and I just want to say thank you guys so much, and thank you for the cornhole set. It looks awesome, so great job with that. Additionally, so most importantly, I think it says a lot that you guys come from different bases, and that NCOs for Keysler aren't just taking care of airmen. It's NCOs Air Force wide that are taking care of airmen. So that really speaks a lot to Airmen's Council, and we appreciate you trying to improve our quality of living standards. So thank you and congratulations to you all.
Finally, and not last, or last but not least, we also wanted to give something to someone who's dedicated so much of their time, energy, and spirit to giving and caring for others. At this time, can I get all the flight sergeants to come to the front, please? Sergeant Steyer, would you please join us? Sergeant Steyer, on behalf of Class 18-4, we would like to present you with this check for $500 for the Mississippi Department of Child Protective Services. Additionally, we would like to also present you with this gift from 18-4, again made by Sergeant Deloach on behalf of the class. I would also like to personally thank all the members of Class 18-4 for making these contributions possible. Thank you.
Figure out how to finish this without crying. Thank you, 18-4. Thank you, Sergeant Schibler. At this time, I would like to ask Chief Deese and our Director of Education, Senior Master Sergeant Leo Morales, to please come forward to confer the graduates' diplomas.
Each of these esteemed non-commissioned officers has successfully completed all graduating requirements of the Airman Leadership Experience, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, it is my pleasure to present for graduation the candidates of 18-4.
Class 18-4, please stand. On behalf of the Commander of Air University, Lieutenant General Anthony Cotton, I hereby confer upon each of you the Air University Diploma as recognition of the successful completion of your second in-resident phase of enlisted professional military education. You are officially graduated. Congratulations. Graduates, you may be seated. What a fantastic day in our Air Force to graduate 101 non-commissioned officers, going back out to your units, and as Aaron Hogan rightfully mentioned, going back to make your communities also a better place. And I tell you, we do this several times a year as an NCO Academy, certainly, and we have to fight the urge to ensure that this does not just become something else that we do, something else that's added to our calendar. This is a very significant accomplishment in your career. And so as many congratulations have gone out, I say again, congratulations to each of you, and thanks to all of the family members. Could you please stand that came out to support your graduates? All right. Never want to take for granted what you have just, not necessarily endured, that's probably the wrong term, but for lack of a better term, over these last 25 academic days. And of the 2.5 years that I've been here, and I think my staff can speak to the same end, this class stood out among all the classes that have come through the Mathies NCOA Academy as truly outstanding, as evidenced by the contributions not only to the NCOA Academy, but also to the Keesler community as well. So if we can, I know we've clapped quite a bit here, more than 3 claps. Can we give them a round of applause, please? So best of luck to each of you and safe travels. I would like to welcome, where's Senior Master Sergeant Morales? Would you stand up, sir? This is our new Director of Education. Would y'all give him a round of applause? He has traveled from afar all the way at the 85th EIS. All right, so we are very, very lucky to have him. He brings a wealth of experience to our academy. We can't wait to work with you, Sergeant Morales, to continue to produce outstanding non-commissioned officers as they come through this academy. Where's Sergeant Kozu? Would you please stand? One of our newest instructors. She's back in the camera. Give her a round of applause. I tell you what, it's amazing as it relates to our faculty, our staff, cadre, whatever you want to call them. Truly outstanding professionals. And as one leaves, we hate to see them go, but then we replace them with really, really great non-commissioned officers. She's going to be phenomenal in the flight room. Can't wait to see what you do, Sergeant Kozu, getting in front of those students and being an influence, a positive impact in the lives of other people. And so to our leadership here, I know we have a policy now apparently in the wing that we don't introduce people below the wing, but I would like to introduce Colonel Ryder. Master Sergeant T.J. Johnson. Of course, Colonel Walson. Shout out to the deputies. All right. No, it is great, and the reason I want to recognize you folks because time after time, not just for the graduations, but also throughout the class, you send us outstanding NCOs, and we know that the dedication and the commitment is there to the badge that sits on the front of this podium, professional military education. We could not do it without you, and certainly our wing commander, Colonel Lovett, and also our command chief, Chief Carter. A big shout out to them as well for the support that they give to our academy. Really appreciate the partnership there. We normally do our graduation over at the Bay Breeze Event Center. There is an event that's taking place over there. The Roberts Maintenance Facility has been outstanding to really host us and to host all of these wonderful people here. And so really would like to, I don't think anybody is in here representing the folks that work in this great facility, but thanks to them. And then also to Master Sergeant KG Cal Grantham. He is our Director of Operations. This is his first graduation where he has total ownership, and I'll tell you, he has not skipped a beat. KG, wonderful job putting this graduation together, as well as the rest of our staff. So could we please give a round of applause? And lastly, I will say it was great to see the airmen here. I tell you, when you come here, when your eyes affect your heart, they really do. So what you see up on this stage, that's going to be you one day as airmen in our Air Force. And it's just that process of replenishment, right? And as NCOs leave and move on, those same airmen that sit on this stage to accept a very large cash donation, they will replenish those NCOs. And so it was great to see our 50% on this stage. And with that, I will turn it back over to the professional, Sergeant Stein.
Thank you, Sergeant Morales and Chief Deese. And now to close our graduation ceremony, please stand and join us in reciting the Airman's Creed.
I am American Airman. I am a warrior. I have answered my nation's call. I am an American Airman. My mission is to fly, fight, and win. I am faithful to a proud heritage, a tradition of honor, and a legacy of valor. I am an American Airman, guardian of freedom and justice. My nation's sword and shield, its century and avenger. I defend my country with my life. I am an American Airman, wingman, leader,